Oh, we've grown out, we've nitty bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream here on twitch.tv/Engineer Hoist, where we record live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And of course, you can always catch the replays on my YouTube channel. But if you want to join these lovely folks live, head on over to Twitch and give us a follow and sign up for notifications so you know when we go live. Question of the day. We always start off the day with the question, and I asked, do you level all of your bots that you get in the game, or do you just focus on a few strong squads like for wars or raids or things like that? And we got a few answers from on both sides. We got a few answers from Red Alert, Crusher, and K-Bond. Say a little bit of both. Got a few strong squads that they mostly focus on, but they still do level. That's been the refrain through a lot of it. Optimus Rodimus said very much the same. Hi to C. Taylor, says War Team and some situational bots. And Silverbolt says only the strong survive. Which, yeah, very cool. Also want to give a shout out to Hot Rod and Optimus Rodimus, Jester, C Taylor. I think I said hi too. So thank you for all you guys joining. Me personally, I level all of my bots, and I do, of course, like a lot of other people, focus on. I do have some of the main squad which have kind of gone out beyond the field, like some of the 5 stars and some of the stronger 4 stars. But mostly the reason why all of my bots have gotten leveled is just because I really don't like sending bots into battle if they're at a max level and they're not earning XP. So I always find some other bot that can at least earn some XP. And that over time has really ultimately gotten pretty much every one of my bots leveled. All of my, except for the very new ones, all of my Decepticons are about level 30, 2 stars and everything. And same thing with all of my Autobots. They're all basically level 30 or above. Abilities, power cores are a little bit different. I generally don't level the power cores except for the strongest bots. Abilities, same thing. I usually take them to level 3 because that's minimal spark, minimal energon. But only the top squad really gets the spark to level up the abilities. So there you go. One of the nice things about the game, I've always said, is that you can play however you want, whether you want to ignore any of the bots that you get. Like a lot of people I know will get the 2 stars or even the 3 stars, and they just won't even level them, and that's fine. That's the nice thing I like about the game is you can play however you want, and there's no wrong way to play. But speaking of playing, let's find out a little bit more about what we'll be playing this weekend as we go take a look at the Transformers Earth Wars news. Gunfire, you're actually just on time. We're just getting into the news. And this weekend's event is called Tool Time. What time is it? Tool Time. You guys remember the Home Improvement show from, what was it, the 80s or 90s? You know, let's see if I can pull that off. Okay, anyway, we'll move on. The name reminded me of that. Okay, so enough of that impression there. This weekend's event, you can win up to 20,000 premium shards, 2,000 3-star shards, which of course is good for a full 3-star crystal, and up to 1,000 4-star shards, and up to 25 trickster chests. And if you got the newsletter today, there you got the link where you could get five trickster chests from that link, as well as a War for Cybertron skin core. So that's pretty cool. If you did not get that, you can head on over to my Discord. Link is in the description of the YouTube video. I think we have the link in there somewhere, and you can go and click on that. Of course, you have to click on that when you're playing in the game on your phone or tablet, wherever you play, to open that up and get those rewards. This weekend's event is an individual event. It's one big prize list. That's what they call a totalizer, and it watches something. Thank you for the follow, I think is what that said. This weekend's event starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. No prestiges, or really just one big prestige, and triple XP during the event. And as with every event, you have to be at least headquarters level 4, which even if you started playing right now, you could be headquarters 4 by the event. You don't have to be an alliance since this is an individual event, but to play, you hit that yellow event button, select your zone, and win your battle, we'll get the points and win your prizes. The battle zones are the standard battle zones. And the totalizer prizes, this is a summary of the prizes. By 10,000 points, you will have collected everything that was listed there, plus they do have a few bonus total spark crystals if you want to continue to play all the way up to 50,000 points there. So, pretty nice little event. You can play as easy or as grinded out as you like, and they like to throw these in there for us every now and then. And being that it's Halloween weekend, I know a lot of people are going to be out there celebrating, or perhaps Dia de los Muertos if that's what you happen to celebrate. So it's pretty nice that they did a little event like this for this weekend. Trickster chest, if you're not familiar of what's in the Trickster chests, you have a chance. Sir Zybok, thank you for the follow. Trickster chests, you can win white, blue, red, or purple Kremzeeks. You get 5 in a chest. Or you could win 100,000 spark. They did not give the percentage chance of these, so not sure if it's equal or if it's biased to Kremzeeks as opposed to the spark, which, considering how much spark is there, that's kind of how I would think. But from what I heard so far, people are pulling that 100,000 spark, so it's not a completely ridiculous chance there. So there you go. That's what's in the Trickster chest. And if you happen to go for the Total Spark Crystal, they didn't say it in the newsletter, but it wouldn't have the same name if it wasn't the same chances. Chance for 5,000, 7,500, or 10,000 spark or Combiner Spark or Combat Spark, and equal chance for any of those types of spark and levels. So this week, we learned a little bit more about Trailbreaker and Exhaust. We knew those guys were coming, but they didn't tell us anything about them. I mean, we knew who Trailbreaker was. Maybe people don't quite know who Exhaust was, but we've got their official bios from the game this week, so we'll go ahead and read through them. And after we get through the bios, I will show you a screenshot of the in-game character model versus the toy that they're based on, as opposed to using a proxy of Hoist for Trailbreaker or Wheeljack for Exhaust. I pulled up pictures of the actual Trailbreaker and Exhaust toys. So, Trailbreaker is every inch the redoubtable Autobot warrior, but suffers from severe self-doubt and a general low opinion of his own abilities. He's highly conscious of the fact that not only is he one of the slowest Autobots in his bulky vehicle mode, he's also one of the least fuel efficient. He covers up his insecurities with a jaunty and jokey demeanor that can lighten the darkest mood or hour. The fact is, other Autobots respect Trailbreaker's good humor, bravery, and would kill, not literally, for his personal force field and gripping Magna wheels. Very cool, and very in line with the Trailbreaker that we all know and love from G1. And so there he is. It's kind of interesting. I didn't even catch it before, but they basically posed his character model in the same way as the official product shot for the Earthrise Trailbreaker. Not entirely sure if that was intentional or not, but that's basically what they did. So there you go. I think you can figure out which one is the toy and which one is the in-game model there. But you can see it's quite obviously patterned after the Earthrise Trailbreaker. And considering we've got an Earthrise Hoist, maybe we'll be seeing a Hoist in the game sometime in the future. Hint, hint, Space Ape. Okay, we'll move on. Here's Exhaust. Exhaust is about as suave and sophisticated as Decepticons get, and often moves in elite circles where other cons would stand out like sore digits. A master of espionage and infiltration, no one's totally sure where Exhaust's true allegiance lies. Probably with himself. To call him mercenary would be correct. To call him a mercenary might not be far off from the mark either. In vehicle mode, he can generate thick, cloying, and densely black exhaust fumes that almost seem to have a mind of their own. It serves to mask all manner of covert and clandestine operations. So they did put him on the Decepticon side, but I like how they hinted at his mercenary tendencies, considering the Exhaust figure that is coming out. I don't think the first run of Exhaust had it, but this second, later run of Exhaust does actually have a mercenary symbol on his chest to go along with his role as a mercenary, apparently, in the Netflix War for Cybertron series. So there you go. They clearly did not pattern his pose off of the toy image there, and in fact, they took great liberties with his design as opposed to the toy, and I think that's okay. Pretty sure the toy is not really based around a cigarette package like the original G1 Exhaust was, or the original car that it was based on was, but they strayed even further in the game just to provide further separation. And on top of that, the exhaust in the game is based off of the wheeljack in the game, which makes sense because they're basically the same mold. And the game, of course, came much earlier than Siege toys did. So, but still, there's a good comparison. They got the head basically right, where he's kind of, whereas wheeljack has the thing around his mouth, exhaust has it around his eyes. So it's kind of like see no evil, speak no evil. So somewhere out there is another version of wheeljack with this little thing around his ears, so you can hear no evil, I guess. I have no idea where that came from. Just a random observation. Okay, moving on. Another big news is we got some upgrades. They did talk about this last week to Superion and Devastator, the first ever combiners that came into Transformers Earth Wars. They were pretty good when they came out, but as more combiners have been added and as new features have been added to the game, such as power cores and things like that, their skills and their abilities weren't really quite up to par anymore. So the upgrades they've done, and these are all, they've upgraded each of their abilities as such. The Russian Smash, which is the first of the 3-star abilities, they've increased the damage by 60% to walls, and also additional damage in a large area around the final target. It used to be you would target a single you would target a defense and it would go through, it would damage walls. Now it causes more damage, and instead of just damaging that single target, it actually causes a little bit of an area of effect when he does his last little smash, which makes a lot of sense, really. The other 3-star ability is the Rocket Swarm, and they just increase the damage by 50%, which is still good. That's a nice big area of effect that you could use and cause a lot of damage. And the 4-star ability is the Death Ray, which causes a really intense beam of high amount of damage to a single target, except the headquarters. It doesn't you can't target the headquarters with it, but any other defense would cause a lot of damage, and then now it causes 27% more damage. And in addition, it does also cause additional damage in a small area around the target. So in addition to a huge amount of damage to one thing, it also damages a little bit around it. So very similar to how they added a little bit of an area of effect thing to the Russian Smash, they added it to the Death Ray as well. Seems to be pretty good upgrades. Maybe we'll start seeing Superion and Devastator in the rotation a little bit more. Not sure if that's enough to push it over the my opinion of others, say like Volcanicus or Victorion or Defensor, but it still does make them just that much more useful. Another thing coming up this weekend is a community event. We've had a few of these from time to time, and they're calling this a Halloween edition of Power of the Spark. And it gives everybody a chance to win up to 250 5-star shards, 1,000 4-star shards, 2,000 Prime Core shards, 2,500 Shanix coins, and up to 20 Kremzeek battle boosters. From Thursday, October 29th to Monday, November 2nd, all Spark used to upgrade your bots will contribute to the community totalizer, unlock the prizes above. So that basically, if you're going to upgrade, if you've got Spark burning a hole in your pocket to upgrade abilities of your bots, starting Thursday through Monday is the time to do it. because every spark spent will contribute to meeting these certain goals. I didn't grab the picture of it, but they have different goals like a billion spent, 2 billion, 3 billion. There's 5 different levels, and as the community total reaches that level, they will put out links to the prizes for those levels. So pay attention. So this weekend, even if you don't use the Spark, you can still benefit, and it's not automatic. You do have to go find and click those links. So pay attention to the Transformers Earth Wars social media. They usually post them definitely on Facebook, I think also on Twitter. So definitely pay attention to those. If you're in our Discord, I'm sure I or somebody else will paste them over there into the Discord server as well. And all you got to do is when those links get published, you go click them and you get those prizes. And it's some pretty good prizes that you can get for just basically playing the game like normal and leveling up your bot abilities. So it's very cool when they do this kind of a thing. And that's basically it for the news. So just one last reminder, if you're watching the replay, head on over to twitch.tv/EngineerHoist Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern to join us live. And you can also follow me at EngineerHoist on Instagram and Twitter for infrequent behind-the-scenes content. And with that, that's the news. So... Crusher says, good, I have bots to upgrade that I was thinking on waiting, so hey, now's the time to go do it. I kind of wish I would have saved my Spark a little bit and not been in such a hurry to level up my Alita, because I spent a lot of Spark to get her leveled, because I maxed out her ability. And speaking of that, I do have a few crystals to crack, nothing super exciting. I did save the Trickster chests and the War for Cybertron skin core. I've got a couple of free crystals sitting in there, and I did get enough Prime Core shards from this past event to get a G-Metal chip, which I used for a bot G-Metal. So we'll go ahead and crack these open. Let's see what War for Cybertron skin I get this time. We've got the, what is that? Red Alert. Cool. Red Alert and Sideswiper are a little hard to tell sometimes, but got the War for Cybertron and Red Alert. Very cool. Looking forward to putting that on. And these Trickster chests, it says something is buzzing inside the Trickster chest. Will you get zapped or sparked? Which is kind of funny. So let's see how we do. So we got some white Kremzeeks. I hope I get some purple Kremzeeks. I'm running really low on the purple Kremzeeks, and I really like those. But no, so far we got white and red. Some more white. And blue, so a very American Trickster chests. Or French, or whatever country also uses red, white, and blue. And there's some purples, very cool. So you take the red, the blue, and the white, you combine them and you get some purple. Alright, I like it. And let's see these free crystals. I actually did pretty good with the free crystals. I did most recently pull a 3-star Gnaw and Razor Claw from my Decepticon side, and just got some premium shards. So we'll go crack a premium crystal here in a second. And some Incendiary Barrage. And which G-Metal core do I get? Russia, another one with the red, white, and the blue. And we got a Death Pulse. Okay, nothing super exciting. But, hey, you know. Let's see. I think I have a free chip, too. So we'll go ahead and do that. See if we can get a cool chip. Let's use the premium on an Autobot side. And I'm a long way from 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star crystals. So we're not even close to doing those tonight. Let's do these chips. Oh, we got a new Shroot. Okay, so that's a new combat bot for the Decepticon side. So if you hadn't heard, Rung and Shroot apparently are available in the free chips now. And there's another Flak. That's fine. And one premium crystal. As expected, it's a duplicate. It's Goldfire. Okay, so there we go. Oh, we've got a little story because we got Shroot. Blot says, "Yo, Hook! Hey guys, this is Shroot. We're a team now. Got any aches and pains, dinks and dents? We're here with the TLC. Hi! Yeah, how's it hanging? Oh dear, oh dear. I spy non-regulation linked claws there, Ripper Snapper. Oh, is he like a mini Ultra Magnus? Talking about regulation. And the backdraft vent on that cyclone gun is in need of a new filter. Stat. You what? As for you, Blot, you're a disgrace. Slovenly, ill-maintained fuel lines, a severe cosmic rust infestation, and cobwebs in your storage pods. Really, what kind of unit is Megatron running here? Why, you... This'll be a case of physician heal thyself when we're finished with you. Whoa! He's back there, guys. Shroot can just be a little pedantic, I suppose. Officious, even. But deep down, he means well. Tisk. Standards have really slipped around here. I can see I've got my work cut out. You know what? We're going to mosey right along now. Later! Shroot, you really need to work on your bedside manner. Oh boy. I don't know why I kind of almost started going like a semi-British accent on Shroot because that's, I guess, a stereotype that you see in movies, somebody like that. So yeah, terrible voice acting. Thank you there, C. Taylor. I know you didn't say terrible. I added that modifier. So oh, you said earlier you got a 2-star rung today. Cool. Red Alert got a 2-star rung. That's cool. Yeah, they actually do pretty good. I think Rung and Shroot add a really nice ability to add to one of your medics. So, Sita said he got a Ultra Magnus Skin Core. Oktar got Shrapnel, whatever you want to call them. And Shroot is often associated with that office. Well, yeah, I don't know if that was what he was named after, but I mean, it certainly seems like it. So it's like, if it were me and I were writing the bio of Shroot and they said like, you know how they say like function or occupation. I think I've made this joke before, but I'll continue to make it anytime he comes up. Like assistant to the, assistant to the regional manager was the office thing. So I don't know. What did I say before? Like assistant to the medic or something. But yeah, I was that close, and I just completely fell off the rails. But you know what happens. Got an Impactor core? Oh yeah, Impactor looks pretty cool in War for Cybertron. I mean, like he's like the one that really looks perfect. Oh, speaking of War for Cybertron, how about we go ahead and put that on Red Alert? Looking nice and clean now. Oh, he just got dirty. Went and rolled him around in the mud. Looking good, Red. Looking good. Yeah, so now I've got Cybertron, Jetfire, Optimus Prime, Red Alert, Ultra Magnus, and Wheeljack are my War for Cybertron skin cores. He's the assistant chief medic? No, he's the assistant to the chief medic. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And I don't think there's a whole lot more to talk about for the news stream. If you guys are watching live, stick around as usual. We'll stick around and chat for a little while longer. But I think it's time to head on out of here and end the recording. So anybody who's stuck around this far watching the replay and you want to join us live and you haven't heard it the last 12 times I've said it in this video, head on over to twitch.tv/EngineerHoist Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern to join us live. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.